Coefficient of a term. For example, they might ask you, find the coefficient of the x to the sixth term in the following expression. Now, what do we notice is that when you're equating this, right, you know that the 2 to the 12, that is your constant term. This would be the term that's your constant term. Then this right here, then the next one would be 12, and it's 12. It would be 12 choose 1 of 2 times 3x. Now this would be what? This would give you, this part of it would give you the coefficient of your x term. Notice it now. This one will give you the coefficient of your x term. This is your x term. This would be your constant. And so in an example like this, where they're asking you to find the coefficient of the x to the sixth term, you need to just look at the one that's going to be 12 choose 6. So you're going to need the one to be n choose 6. Always remember that if it is 6 right here, you need the one that is going to be n choose 6. So now, in order to find the coefficient of x to the sixth term, this is what we do. You don't need to be expanding all of this. You're just going to say coefficient of x to the sixth is, this is how we find coefficient of x to the sixth. So we know it's going to be 12 choose 6. So it's just going to be 12 choose 6. And now how do we distribute it? It's going to be 12 choose 6 of a, where a is 2 to the 12. So it's going to be 12 minus 6, which is 2 to the 6, times 3x to the 6. And so when we expand this now, this is how you would find the coefficient of the x to the sixth term. So in this case, what we get is 12 choose 6. 12 choose 6 is 924. Then times 2 to the 6, we know 2 to the 6 is 64. Times 3 to the 6, I don't know, let's check it out. 3 to the 6 is 729. That would be 729. All of this would be multiplied by x to the 6. So when you multiply these three numbers, that will give you the coefficient of x to the 6. 924 times 64 times 729. So in this case, we're getting the coefficient of x to the 6 is a very big number. We're getting 43. Let me see that again. 12 choose 6 times 2 to the 6 times 3 to the 6. Just have to make sure, because this is a huge number. 43110, comma 144, x to the 6. So this is what we get. And remember, coefficient is the number that you get before it. So you would just simply write that the coefficient of x to the 6. So you would simply write coefficient of x to the 6 is given by 43,110,144. That's that. Just to verify it for you, I'm going to expand 2 plus 3x to the 12 in full. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to verify it right here. 2 plus 3x raised to the 12th power. Now expanding this, 2 plus 3x to the 12th power. Doing the full expansion, it's taking time because it's a very big number. Yeah, it's a huge number actually. It's a huge number. So here it is. Let me expand it out. This is it. This is our sixth term. So as you can see, this would be coefficient of the x to the 12th term, coefficient of x to the 11, coefficient of x to the 10, coefficient of x to the 9, coefficient of x to the 8, coefficient of x to the 7. Here is the coefficient of x to the 6, 43,110,144. And the reason why it is that is, always remember what I say right here. In order to find the coefficient of the x to the 6th term, right, it needs to be n choose that number that is there. So if n is 15, it would have been 15 x to the 6th term in this expansion. So let's go ahead and find the coefficient of x to the 6 in this expansion. So again, following what I said, it's always n. We need to look at 10. Choose r. What is r? 6, because we need to find the x to the 6th term. All right, so it's 10 choose 6 off. Remember, it's going to be a, which is 1, to the n minus r. So it's 10 minus 6, which is 4, times your x. In this case, your x is minus 3x. So it's minus 3x to the 6. So when we evaluate this, what we're going to get is 10 choose 6 times 1 to the 4 times minus 3 to the 6. That's going to give me, well, 10 choose 6 is 210. 1 to the 4 is 1. Then minus 3x to the 6, that works out to be 153,090. Oh no, I have that incorrect. 3 to the 6 is not such a big number. Let me check that again. Minus 3 to the 6, 729. This is 729. 729. So when we multiply all of this now, 210 times 729. Remember the x to the 6th part, x to the 6. And so the coefficient of the x to the 6 will just be the number that you get. The coefficient of x to the 6 is just the number. So in this case, we could just tell them that the coefficient of x to the 6 is given by, multiply out that number, 210. 210 is just given by coefficient of x to the 6 given by 210 times 729, and we evaluate that. $1,500, 1,9390. As you can see, I'm very bad pronouncing these numbers. 159,390. All right. Now, of course, you may want to see verification. So I will give you verification. So 1 minus 3x raised to the 10th power, just to give verification. I like to give verification. May take a little while. Here it is. Coefficient of the x to the 6th term, 1,153,090. 153,090. That's the x to the 6th term. Did we get 153,090? Oh, I mixed up the numbers. 10 choose 6. Oh, my apologies. 210 times this. So It's good to check it back. As you can see, I had a typo here. 210 times 729 is not this. This part should have been 3090. So it's good when you check back your answer sometime. So I multiplied incorrectly. 210 times 729 is this. That's the coefficient of x to the 6. Nice and easy. Now, of course,